Hello readers, and welcome to Lesson 1 of your Simbi Pro Narration course. Today we are going to discuss one of the most fundamental elements of narrating an audiobook: preparation. Because the more familiar we are with our text and the more homework we do to prepare for our recording, the more freedom we have to have fun. You'll see that fun is a topic that I touch on throughout this course, and you will be amazed at how noticeable a difference your reads will be when you simply enjoy yourself. Now, remember, those listening to your narrations will be hearing the story for the first time. But in order to truly bring that story to life, we need to know it like the back of our hand. So you guessed it. Before doing anything else, step 1, read the book. It is very important to understand the story that you are about to tell. If there is a word that you've never seen before, look it up. The dictionary is a narrator's best friend and a great tool to help you figure out the meanings. Now, keep in mind, a word can often have multiple meanings. As you go through the definitions, make sure that you're using the definition that works within the sentence. Oftentimes, you may run into a word or a name that you've never seen before. While understanding their meanings are super important, also make sure you know how to pronounce it. YouTube is a great tool to help with this. Simply write the word, followed by pronunciation, and it will take you to a video that has someone clearly speaking with proper pronunciation. Another key thing to make note of in your book is punctuation. In a later video, I will go into greater detail about how punctuation can help you guide your breathing and your reading, but for now, as you read through, just try and make a mental note of the punctuation you see. Where do the phrases and sentences end? What kind of punctuation did the author use? Is it a period? Maybe there's a question mark, exclamation point? Or how about the ... or as it's formally called, an ellipses? All of these punctuations can change the way we read each sentence. So when you read your book for the first time, get familiar with these different punctuations and their placement throughout the story. That way, when it comes to narrating, you won't be surprised by anything and can be confident that you are using your voice properly throughout. You may also see words or phrases that seem different from the rest, like italics or bold words. The author has chosen to bold and italics to call attention to some words for the reader. Because readers will not be able to see these words, it is your job as a narrator to make sure that we highlight these bold and italics words with our voices. Last but not least, let's talk about character dialogue. In almost every book, there are moments where someone other than the narrator speaks. One character exclaims something or talks to another. Now, this is usually highlighted using quotation marks. When you read your book for the first time, try and keep a list of all your different characters. On a separate sheet of paper, you can even write their names down and a little bit about them. I'll discuss this in a little more detail in a later video about character development. I think that's enough information for one video. Now you know exactly what to look for when you prepare for your read. And when it comes to narration, you will be ready to go. Thanks for tuning in, and see you next video.